Hi guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 4 of season 2 of Shadow's House. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me and join me in this great adventure. Okay, in the previous episode we got in touch with Christopher more, but we still have to understand what's going to happen here in the Shadow's House. Are you ready to join me with these? Check it out. It was left open by Christopher. Maybe. Or maybe Kate left the door open. Exactly, somebody knew that you were there, so it might have been Kate. A disaster. Yeah, but see, Barbie understood something, maybe. Yeah. Ah, come on, that coffee. Oh my, I hope you betray the love of our grandpa, sincerely. Wow. And the twins were just the victims because they didn't decide to do that. In fact, someone. Oh, come on, it's a Christopher, but maybe he was helped by Kate. I told you. No, no, you're wrong. No, it's too easy, and why do you want to put an end on this? Because maybe you also know something else. And nobody is asking anything. I mean, they are just fine with the decision. Look at that. I mean, eh. Let's see. Yeah, but Katie is not the usual shadow, so I also suspected on you, Kate. What the F? Edward, yes. Oh, what if that was Edward? I forgot about him. No, she just feels under pressure, maybe. Yes, that's true. What if it was Edward at this point? Maybe he opened the door to avenge what happened to him. Exactly. I agree with Kate. Ooh. Oh my! Exactly, but actually they are not. Ooh, together. I think Kate is super strong. Uh-huh. I really love Kate, but I think that there is still some secrets regarding her. But Kate knows about Christopher. In fact, she was saying you are nothing compared to him. So, does this mean that Kate lives in the Shadows house for so many years, even before Emilico arrived? How does she know about Christopher otherwise? I mean, did she say this on purpose, even if she doesn't know Christopher? Ah, okay. Where does she go? Because she saw that Kate was shaking. Did she research about Christopher in silence, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yes, I think so. Maybe. I forgot about Edward. Okay, so it was not her. Yes, I think that's Christopher at this point. Master Robe. Yeah. Exactly. Hmm. No, don't tell me that it was Barbara. This is true, but I don't think so. Even if I hoped that one day she would have rebelled. No, that's not John. No, that's Christopher to me at this point. Oh, okay. I was thinking something else. But maybe this is useful. Yeah, that's true. At that time, they were using that map. Oh no! Oh. Oh, it's like a torture. Who's that? But that's not true. Exactly, but of course Kate is trying to find an excuse. No, she's not right. Or maybe she's just faking. Ah. I think Mia should talk about everything she knows because she was even punished by Sarah. Do you remember in season 1? Come on, maybe you remember something. Maybe Rosemary knows something. And in fact, she was coming from the hallway. What the F is that? Oh no. It makes me want to throw up. Even if I know that that's just water, but. Oh my, yes, that's so bad. I think at this point Rosemary knows something. Because she was coming from that dark hallway, so maybe she saw somebody. Yeah, but maybe they don't want you to find the real culprit. At the main house, but maybe there is another side of the. Ah, yes, because sometimes they couldn't even enter some areas. So, come on, they should go to an area where it's impossible to go. Oh, John! Maybe he can help them for sure. In the meantime, Sean and Emily go. Of course. He's not interested, I guess. Exactly. They are all suspecting on you, so don't talk loud about that. Maybe, yes, yes. Kate doesn't like that. Oh, come on, there will be a way to enter somewhere. Uh, yeah, but I don't think that you can enter. I mean, the door will be locked for sure. I like John. He's always an explorer. Oh, maybe they can find something from over there. I mean, they can see something. Come on, maybe they can see something. I told you, can they find something? What the F is that? Ah! Maybe it's the place where they put the new generation of living dolls when they recruit them. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. Maybe when they open the door. I imagined that. Oh no, somebody is already inside and. Ooh! No, go away from there! No! Okay, who protected Kate and Emilico? Ah, Sean. Good. Oh no, that was the wind. That way, you are lucky. Oh. Poor John. But it's where they are testing the vacuum cleaner. But who's that man who's lying on bed? Oh, okay, guys. First of all, I forgot about Edward because in the previous episode I was telling you maybe that was Christopher, maybe that was Kate cooperating with Christopher, but today they were telling us things about Edward, and I completely forgot. It could be Edward too, because we know that he was punished. He couldn't be able to enter the children's wing anymore after everything that happened in season 1. And of course, he didn't give up because his mission, his goal, is to reach the 3rd floor and to be next to Grandpa as much as possible. So, what if that was him who tried to get his personal revenge after everything that happened, and then of course everyone was suspecting Kate, and that's what Edward wants, because Edward was always against Kate, and he also tried to kidnap Emilico in order for her to come over there and being kidnapped too, etc, etc, etc. So this could be possible, sincerely, but I still believe that everything happens because of Christopher, and we still have to understand more about him, because they didn't explain us perfectly what happened to him, why every time people are talking about Christopher they can't, and even when Kate was trying to provoke these other living dolls and shadows, the star bearers who are trying to investigate, asking questions to Kate. Kate seemed to know Christopher, and I know that later she said that she was just trying to pursue them by let them think that she knew about Christopher. But what if she knows about Christopher for real? I mean, what if in the meantime Emilico is outside and making her duty around the Shadows house? What if she's researching in the meantime, because we know that Kate knows many things, but she doesn't want to share these things with others, because in the meantime she's collecting proofs, and then maybe she's going to reveal them to others. But what if, Kate is already aware of Christopher, is already aware of what happened to him, and when she was asked about what happened that day, maybe she was just provoking these star bearers, but there was a partial, a small percentage of truth. This could be possible. And sincerely, everyone now is suspecting of Kate. I also suspected her. So sorry for that, but yeah, I thought that her behavior was a little bit strange in the previous episode, because when Emilico was explaining her what happened, she was so calm and she didn't have any sort of reaction. She didn't ask any sort of question. So I was like, why she's not saying anything? Does this mean that she knows already what happened? Or does this mean that she's already cooperating with Christopher and that's why she's not surprised at all? No, but look, in this episode there was the Edward option, and I will think about it throughout this week, because maybe Edward can be the one who opened that door so the Phantom could reach the main hall and could make a mess. Yeah, this could be possible, but another thing I want to say is that not just Mia who created that map in the season 1, can be useful because let's open a bracket. We know that Mia was punished so many times by Sarah when Sarah was reaching her room and she was finding something else, and in fact Sarah was leaving lots of soot inside her room, and when Mia was coming back to her room she was pissed because she knew that Sarah was intruding herself in her room while she was not there. So maybe Mia knows something, and that's why that map is essential. Plus, I really think that Rosemary knows something because before being attacked, we know that she was coming from that dark hallway, and who knows, maybe she saw something, but we need to wait until she will recover. So, of course, there's time to wait in order to go ahead with the story, but it's pretty common. It's nice that it is like this. And yeah, when they were reaching the top floor, I was saying maybe they can see an area of the house that it's impossible to be seen when you're downstairs, because we know that this Shadows house is immense, and most of the times they can't reach some places because they are not allowed, especially if they are belonging to the children's wing. So what if by looking on top of the roof they can see an area that it's impossible to be reached for them? And in fact, when they found that house, I was scared because at this point I thought that inside of that house there were all the new recruiters, I mean all the new living dolls who drank that coffee, etc., etc., and they were about to be discovered, and maybe they could have helped them to go out, but it was not the case. I mean, they were just the researchers who were trying to understand more about the vacuum cleaner. I mean, there was the team of researchers and nothing else, but I noticed that there was a living doll who was laying on bed. Who's that person? We needed to know more. Let's see if he is somebody important too, or he was just one member of the team who was sleeping. Who knows? I really think that sooner or later we will be able to discover another mystery of the Shadows house. We will be able to discover more about Grandpa, because that's the one we needed to understand. And maybe also Grandpa had the chance to punish Christopher somehow, so that nobody can hear anything about him anymore. Even Kate was saying to the Starbearer that these Starbearers are nothing compared to Christopher. And of course, that was a way to provoke them. But what does that mean? Another thing is, why Christopher disappeared? Why nobody can talk about him if he was unbeatable, if nobody could reach his level? Because in the previous episode we noticed that at the beginning of it Christopher was spending lots of great words to them. He was suggesting them for good, but then there is a black hole over there. There's something missing, and that's why, yeah, we needed to go ahead with this story. Last but not least, once again, Evilico and Sean, great couple. I think that they're going to stay together somehow. And on the contrary, as you can see, Kate and John, they are not going along so well. So it's like as if the living dolls are one thing and the shadows are the total opposite, if you think about it. I just wonder how Kate can be so strong, because even when she was provoking the Starbearer, we saw that she is so powerful if she wants. I mean, if she gets angry, she can emit lots of soot. And at a certain point, we noticed as if Kate doesn't even recognize how strong she is. I mean, while she was provoking them, at a certain point when everything stopped, it's like as if Kate could regain her consciousness for a second, and she was like that. I mean, she was stopping herself, as if she couldn't even realize that what she did was coming from her. That was interesting too. And okay, yes, not just Edward, but even Barbara. I mean, they are suspecting her because we know that Barbara can emit lots of soot and she can't control it most of the times. So what if that was Barbara who was trying to create that mess and she is cooperating with Christopher as a secret? That could be awesome too, because we know that Barbara was getting in touch with Christopher so well, and she really admired him. So what if she's just playing the role of the one who wants to control everything, to put everything in order, but at the same time she's planning with Christopher a way to destroy this Shadows house. That could be amazing, sincerely, and I hope that, because I told you that I hope one day Barbara will rebel and she will let all these children's wing be free, because everything starts from the children's wing. We know that after the debut, then they go to the next level and then to the other level. So every time they are starting from there, and they are recruited as kids so they can brainwash them by drinking that coffee, etc., etc. So if Barbara will rebel, there's definitely the chance to let them all go out, to let them be free, and the loop is interrupted. So I really hope Barbara is playing a great role in this season. Fingers crossed, as always. Okay guys, let's see what's going to happen next week with episode 5 of season 2 of Shadows House. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.